Here is the video I think everyone has been waiting for. How I do step by step, teaching how I do my photo manipulations and in particular my makeovers. So I'm going to do a vampire makeover here. I'll go ahead and delete those for now. First I start by making a copy of the actual image. Unfortunately I can't find the original image, so I apologize for that, but we'll use this one. This one's easy to find online. Just type in Alecia Moore and you should find this photo. Go to Google and choose large images, whatever for the options. Okay, so I make a copy of the layer. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the just a little bit, not much. I'm just going to do a little bit adjusting. So I went to that too fast, huh? Image adjustments, and we'll go to color balance. Make sure preserve and luminosity is checked. Go to highlights, put a dot there. I'm just going to turn the blue down for right now. Then go to layer, layer mask, and hide all. Now you use the brush here, and white, since the mask is black, white will make it appear, black will make it disappear. So that's the way it always is. But if you had reveal all, then obviously you want to make things disappear, you'd paint with black. So I have my white checked. I'm going to use a brush that's hard, and that has the harder I push, the smaller the brush, the lighter I push, the lighter I push, sorry, the smaller the brush, the harder, the bigger the brush. You can check my other videos for my brushes that I use. I made a video specifically for that. So I'm just putting in here, and the reason why I do this is because what happens is colors actually look different next to other colors. It's a weird optical thing that happens with our eyes, but you set, red next to green, and red actually looks different than if you set it next to, let's say, orange. So with their skin here, it'll actually look different when I have it like this than if I were to have the whole everything change, on the layer. That is without the layer mask. So I want to make sure that only the skin is what I'm looking at when I change the color. That way I can see the exact color I want in that particular image. Because I can't just use a universal setting. In other words, I can't make an action for it and then use that for everything, the same exact settings each and every time, because every photo is different, because every photo has different colors that it's working with that will make the skin look slightly different. So it's custom for each photo. So you can see there that already adds this kind of like metallic shine to the skin. Then I'm going to make another copy. Let me think here. Actually, what I'll do? For now, I'll copy this, and I'm going to select not the mask, but the other side. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to delete that. I'm going to fill this in with white. And that's not going to really work, so I'll have to paint over it. I'll just use a really huge brush. Okay. Wait a minute, what happened? Did I not fill this in over here all the way or something? Let me check something. Okay, I guess I did miss some of that. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all that. Make another copy. I just click it and drag it down to this icon. Makes a copy of the layer. I find it, for me, is the fastest way, because I don't like using keyboard shortcuts that much. Okay, then I'm going to click here. I'm going to use that big brush again, and it'll only fill in where the layer mask is. And I can already see a couple other places I missed. No big deal for... Okay. I'm going to set this to soft light. And I'm going to turn it down just a bit. I'm going to grab a soft brush. Again, you can check my brushes video, know what brushes do what and how I make them. I'm just going to lightly paint in there, a little bit in the shadow area, a little bit around her eyes, because obviously I don't need it in her mouth, in her eyes, around the eyes a little, because I don't need much there. bit in the nose. There we go. And please, if you end up liking this video, rate it and comment and let me know what you'd like to see next. Alright, now I'm going to go back to this layer here. I'm going to click the left box, which is where I can edit the image itself, not the layer mask. And I'm going to go to color balance again. Leave preserve luminosity on, highlights, and let's see here, I'm going to pump this up a bit. Go to shadows, I'm going to turn kind of want the contrast of the dark. Since she has light skin, I want, or cool skin, I want warm shadows, just for an artistic taste. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That covers the skin. How much time do I have left here? 3 minutes. Okay, so next we'll go ahead and flatten this, I guess, since I'm satisfied with the skin. So that's the first stage. Whenever I'm doing like goth stuff, depends what I'm doing, the skin color will change, but that technique I use to get the skin tone and everything. So once I have the skin down, the next thing I want to do is maybe add some lighting effects that I like. So let's say let's go and make a copy of this. I should have kept that original image there. I shouldn't have flattened it, so hold on. Rather, what I should have done is highlighted both of these by holding down Control and clicking them. I think Shift works too. And then merge layers. It'll only merge those. You can also do the visible thing anyway. So now I have that original layer. Let's go ahead and make a copy of that again so I keep the original. Put these two together. I should have done that in the beginning. Okay. Now I can continue working, and what I'm going to do is make another copy of this layer, and I'm going to go to Image Adjustments, Color Balance, and let's say what color light should be hitting over here. I'm thinking maybe a yellow light, just to kind of throw things off a bit. Now I'll go to Layer, Layer Mask, and Hide All. Then I can paint on that layer mask with my soft brush. And I'm going to turn the opacity down a bit here. I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Make sure I got white. So this is kind of give me, I didn't push all that over there far enough. How did I get hard lines there? Oh well. No big deal. I'll just straight paint into it, I guess. Oh, well, wrong one to paint on, I suppose. And this won't matter anyway, it won't show up on the video, not when I'm zoomed in normal length, but just for now. Okay, so now I have a little bit of yellow highlight over there. That kind of gives me an effect like I have another light in the scene somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to just about call this one done. Now I could, if I wanted to, add another, not the whole thing done, just this part. It'll probably be 3 parts, 4 parts perhaps. Is I might add another light color on this side, perhaps just hitting the light areas, but since it's such a washed out photo on this side, I could, but I probably won't. I don't know. We'll see. I'll come back.